You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I could bet you guys could have wagered what my take on this was going to end up being. But Caleb Williams has made a decision about the Holiday Bowl. That is the bowl that USC drew yesterday, coming out of the college football playoff rankings. And, of course, USC is not in the college football playoffs. Now, understand that, in my opinion, there's been some things that would lead an NFL team down the road towards turning an eye a little bit, maybe in a direction that they might not have considered turning an eye to when it comes to Caleb Williams. Now, one of the issues with Caleb Williams, and I'm just going to be real, for a lot of people is going to be these scenes from earlier in the year, right there after a big loss against Washington, who, made the college football playoff, a hell of a team, but he, of course, went into the stands and started crying with his mother, and there was a lot of fallout around that. He took a lot of shrapnel around that. He did. And it had a lot of former NFL players coming out and questioning whether or not that Caleb Williams was a guy. Was he going to be an alpha male? All right, in a time, in a place where it seems like society is spawning a lot of betas these days, is he going to be an alpha male that can step into an NFL huddle when the bullets are flying and you're trying to make a play to win the game with 1 minute left and one timeout? Are you going to show up and show out, or are you going to melt down? People are looking for a little buck up out of Caleb Williams. Are you going to get mad? Are you going to go in there? Are you going to want to play? Are you going to want to show some Tom Brady and cram it down somebody's throat? C.J. Stroud, look at what that bowl game did for him last year, and he ended up being the second overall pick in the NFL draft. Well, Caleb Williams, lack of a better way of putting it, and I'm going to keep it real, this is exactly how I view this. He just quit on his college team. He quit on USC because he is not going to play in the Holiday Bowl. That bowl game is on, it is on Tuesday, December 26th or 20. No, it's on 27th, Wednesday. Kind of odd because North Carolina's bowl game starts about 2.5 hours before USC's. Of course, North Carolina, Drake Maye. As of right now, Drake Maye plans on playing for UNC. What's the significance of that? This is PFF's 2024 draft rankings. You see it. Caleb Williams, Drake Maye, Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Now, why am I bringing up Bo Nix? Bo Nix is going to play for the Oregon Ducks in the Fiesta Bowl against Liberty. He is not going to set out. He is not going to quit. He's going to follow through, even though Bo Nix is going to be a first-round draft pick in the NFL draft. Drake Maye, and I'm going to tell you, if Drake Maye opts to not play, then I'm going to look at it the same way. Part of this is, are you going to show up and show out for your team, the team that's had your back all year? Caleb Williams is not playing. He's not going to play for USC. Will not play when the Trojans face Louisville in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl on December 27. That is a clear indication that Williams, and this is a byproduct of this, he will declare for the 2024 NFL Draft, which has been the expectation all the time. Basically confirms what we were already anticipating. He will go into the draft. Williams' career at USC did not end the way he had hoped it would. The Trojans lost 3 straight to finish the regular season and 5 of their last 6. That's not a very strong way to go out, ending your college career going into the NFL draft. They were viewed as a legitimate college football playoff contender after beginning 6-0. He still had an impressive statistical season, 3,600 yards, 41 total touchdowns, 5 interceptions. There were some late moments in the year that led Williams to be criticized. The most recent came after USC lost to rival UCLA. We can just click over there and go look. After the loss, he just declined to speak to the media after the loss. And Lord knows, I am no massive fan of the NFL media at all, or any media for that matter. But the fact is, wow. I mean, you put on a poor performance, go up there, talk to the media, you're supposed to. Sit at the press conference, take the bullets flying, and I'm closing that before the McAfee pop-up comes back. But part of being in the NFL and going to the NFL is going to be maturity. Are you going to be able to handle the spotlight? Some are questioning Mac Jones right now. Can he handle the spotlight? Is he handling the spotlight? He's taking a lot of shrapnel. What happens when you've lost 7 in a row in the NFL? You lost a game with 1 minute left. You threw an interception, blew the game. You've got to go to an NFL podium. You got to be able to stand in front of 7 beat writers or 12 beat writers, depending on where you're at, or 20 beat writers. Not to mention, depending on what market you're in, it could be a lot more media members than that, and you got to explain away what happened. Are you mentally tough enough and mature enough to handle the NFL? That's part of it. We've found out all these years from watching these quarterbacks. You either can handle the mental side as well as the physical side, or you're done for. And I think playing in your bowl game, finishing out your college career and your season with your team goes a long way. We're not talking about the first bowl game of the year. We're talking about the Holiday Bowl. That's a respectable bowl game to go to. It is. It's a respectable bowl game to go to. It's Lincoln Riley. You don't think you could use another game, another good day of tape? Because I've seen you against top 5 defenses in your college career. It's not very good. And I understand you're not drawing a top 5 defense, but the point is, you could use another 3-touchdown, no-pick game on your resume. We came into this NFL season, Caleb Williams was the consensus, walk-away, run-away, number 1 overall pick. Do you know about half of draft pundits now have Drake Maye going number 1? And all that's come about in about the last 6 weeks. About the last 6 weeks. Because of some of the things that's happened around Caleb Williams. And those draft boards, those draft pundits, where do you think they start making these mock drafts from? They're talking to general managers. They're talking to scouts. They're talking to director of player personnel. They're talking to assistant coaches. And they're talking to head coaches. And that's how they start piecing their boards together as we get closer to the draft. I mean, these guys got connections all over the place. And Caleb Williams just quit on USC. By the way, I did go back and look. Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. I mean, the list goes on and on of college superstar, hotshot college quarterbacks that went through with it and played in their bowl games for their teams. Not Caleb Williams. Not Caleb Williams. I'm just going to tell you, I'm old school. I hate this with a passion. And I hate that this even ever started. I want to see guys go through and finish. Finish it. You started it. Finish it. Because things have gotten rough, you just, I might pull a hamstring. You're playing football, all right? You're not playing tiddlywinks here. You know the score. You decided to go out there and play for a team and commit to playing for a team. You didn't honor your commitment. I'll probably take some shrapnel for that. Don't care. Don't care. Tell me what you think. Caleb Williams. Nah, I'm not playing. Okay. Interesting. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.